Hey guys, welcome back to H&H Gaming, and in this episode we're going to have another go on power wash. Let's clean the playground. I've got a frankly ridiculous situation on my hand. You'll see some of the local kids have been coming down with a curious unsightly form of dermatitis. Okay, so let's get that sorted. I would have never known that was a multicoloured bench. Looked like a wooden bench to me. The power of dirt. I think I might change my nozzle. No, not that one. I want the yellow one. The yellow is my happy medium one. There's me van again. Doesn't it look smart? So bench is halfway done nearly. I might have to change front to back. Let's go underneath. Gotta make sure I do all the sides. Right, that's the bench done. Let's get this play area. I don't know what they call this stuff. It's like the bouncy stuff, isn't it? When you step on it, and if you fall, it's meant to break your fall or break the harshness of your fall. But I don't know what they call it. So if you guys know what it's called, please let me know. I would love to know what it's called. I could always Google it, but why do I need to Google it when I've got you lovely people to tell me? I thought this was a broken bit to start off with, but it's the ropes in it that you climb up. Let's get on the play apparator. So I've only done 1% so far, so it's going to be a big job. Why I sound surprised every time, I don't know. Because they're all big jobs. It's so satisfying to see like the dirt to the cleanness. It makes me want to go to my local park and get the jet washer on that. I'm sure I'd have a few looks if I turned up there with my jet washer. But the only thing with my jet washer is I've got to put it in a hose in it, so I don't think I would get very far, because I don't think my hose would reach. I'd be knocking on the neighbour's door like, can I use your hose? Just here to clean the park. But it's safe to say the park by me isn't this bad. It's fairly new, so it shouldn't be this bad anyway. They've recently redone it. Like in the other videos, I try and do the area I'm stood at around it as much as I can before I move. Just seems to make sense to me anyway. And sometimes I do have to go back to it if I've missed bits, but I try and get it done. So once I leave that area is done. It's going to be a colourful park once I'm finished with it. Large blue floor, so is it done by sections then? Yellow circle, okay. So it looks like the floor isn't one whole job. It looks like I've got little sections of the floor to complete. I'm not going to worry too much for now about the little bits I'm missing on the floor. Because as you've seen in the other videos, you don't need to 100% clean it, whereas I did waste a lot of time doing that. Cargo net's finished. Let's get this post as clean as possible. I would get cleaning product, but I just think it's a bit of a waste of money, to be honest. I don't feel like it does the job like as well as the water. I know it covers more, but then you have to go back over it with the water to get all the other little bits. Okay, so it's telling me what. So it's saying multi-purpose. That's the liquid I should use. Do you know what? I think I am going to give it another go. I'm going to go to the shop. Liquids. So multi-purpose, 4 in stock. I'm going to buy the 4. And then I'm going to get my nozzle. And I'm going to get my all-purpose. And see how much I can actually clean. Okay, so this must have been a 4 litre one. Refill liquid. Go on then. Okay, so it's a litre bottle, but it's because I've got 4 of it, isn't it? Makes sense now. But you see what I mean? It doesn't... I feel like if I had the water going, I would have cleaned more. Because I'm still having to go over the areas. I didn't mean to change that, but I'm going to work with it. Because it's working a lot better. See that? How fast it's coming off compared to if I had the cleaner. So if I was you guys, I wouldn't waste your money on the cleaners. Or if you do find the cleaners are better, let me know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Let me know how you use them. So I just feel like you use so much of the cleaner and it don't do nothing. Well, it does do something, but I just think it's quicker if you just blast it with water. Seems to do the job better. And you don't have to refill water because you've got unlimited supply. Let's get my trusty yellow one back. No, I want yellow, please, thank you. I might look into getting a more powerful nozzle because I like the power on the red one, but it does such a little area. Let's try and get this corner done and then I can move around. and go from the other way. Let me do a dirt check. Right, I think I'm safe to move now. Still a bit close for some of it. We've still got loads of dirt in this area. Try and get these sides. I'll go down again, yeah. Get all underneath these as well. I don't think I can go, oh I can. I was going to say I don't think I could go down again, but I can. Go all under here. So that means I might be able to do the ceiling from here. So that's the ceiling down. I think I'm quite safe in here, to be fair. Let's make sure. Yeah, I think, oh, that's the other side. So I'm going to come out of here, clean the floor while I'm at it. And as I'm down here, might as well stay down a minute. Just do a dirt check of this area. And stand back up. What I like is instead of holding, what's it called? The left clicker on the mouse. There is probably a proper name for it, but it's the left clicker to me. Instead of constantly holding that down, if you click the right clicker once, it just has a stream of constant water coming. So it's a little something. I can't speak today. A little less to do, I guess you would say. You can just move the mouse around and go on with your business. I'm gonna try and do as much with this up here as I can, but I know I'm probably gonna have to get my ladder out. But if I can do as much as I can, then I won't have so much to do when I get round to my ladder. So you guys know how I do it. Do all the floor stuff first, and then I'll move around and get my ladder and do all the top bits. Try and get this floor done before I move on to the operators again. So I think I've chose to do well, yeah, it's clearly the biggest operators first, and then once I've done this, then the jobs won't seem so big because the big one's already done. Oh, I think something just flashed then. Right, I'm gonna move around a bit. It's crazy the colour difference. I wonder if I can actually get up onto the climbing frame, and because I presume I'd have to do all inside as well. So I'll try that out in a minute when I find. I might try it on this one. Try and get up here, and I'll go. Okay, so it's the cubes that are flashing that I saw earlier. So it's done by individual cubes rather than the whole lot. And we're gonna have to do these side bits as well on these little panels on the bridge. But we'll worry about that in a minute. Just get the bits we can get. I don't want to waste my time too much on the cubes because I didn't see how many actually lit up. Let's just do a dirt check. Yeah, I think these cubes are all done. I believe. Just make sure I get all these. I know the middle one went, but I'm not sure about the others. But I believe that's done. Might be one of the jobs I come back to later on because I missed something. Right, so I believe that's all this side of this I can reach. Right, we can move forward to this bit. Doing it this way just makes it easier for me. I don't have to keep running around at different angles, worrying about, oh, let me clean this bit first, then move on to the next bit. Because you've got to get all the different angles of everything. I just feel it's easier if I just do what I can reach on one angle before I move on. But parts are so different these days to like when I was at school. Well, yeah, I was at school when I was a kid, so that kind of works. But yeah, when I was a kid, like, you'd have a seesaw, you'd have a swing, and you'd have a slide. I used to have, like, I don't know what you call it. It was 4 tyres and like 2 balanced each other, if that makes sense. So one would just sit on one side, and then it was like a big tour fitting, and then like you'd bounce each other about with the weight of each other. I have no idea what you call it, but that was it. And then like parts these days are just someone else. They're definitely living life, these kids. It's like when you're growing up, you're just like all your parents and your aunts and uncles are like, oh, in my day, la la la, and you're like, yeah, whatever. And like now you find yourself saying the same. In my day, I wasn't as privileged as you guys. Why is it only saying I've only done a little bit of the climbing though? What I might do is when I get this corner done, go over to that bench and the bin, and then come back. Oh look, it's that football. That follows you around in this game. There's always a football. And I'm going to be on the hunt to find the cat, because the cat's got to be here somewhere. I don't think I could do much of that climbing frame, to be honest. So it might be the fact that I've got to go around here. There you go. That's the climbing frame done. Don't think I've got to do the floor, do I? I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's just all up in here and along here. Can I go under that? I don't think I can I? No. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get my trusty red one out, I think. And I'm going to have to back off a bit. And I'm just going to have to try and angle it as best as I can. I don't know if that's working. Don't think it is. No. So how am I going to get that bit then? I don't know how I'm going to get that bit. Ah, do you know what it is? I thought it was the ridge, but it's not. It's the other side. What a plonker. There's me trying to focus on getting that little ridge before I moved on, and it was the other side. Absolutely empty. Just try and get under here as much as I can. So 18% done now. We're getting there slowly but surely. I'm going to stand back up and have a little break and do the bench. This one isn't as multicoloured as the other one, is it? The other one was more like a rainbow. Let's have a look. Okay, we're getting there. You can see progress. You can see the clean bits. I don't know if that's actually working or if I'm too far away. But it might be doing the edges. Right, Mrs. H, carry on with the bench, please. You're in the middle of a job. You only turn around to see your progress and you're there. Trying to blast stuff you probably can't even get because you're too far away. Nearly done with the bench. I'm just going to have to go to do this last side and then I'm going to have to go underneath it. Right, let's get down and closer. I think I'm a bit too close now for that little bit anyway. Right, take a move forward. That's the bench done. Jump back up. No, I'm too close to the bench, I think. There we go. Let's clean the bin. So cleaning that bench gave me 1%. There's the little job. So I don't know why I'm so surprised. Right, I think I've got this side done. Let's go around to this side. It's probably inside the bin again, isn't it? Needs doing. It hasn't lit up, has it? Maybe it's around the back I need to do. But I can't really get there. Right, let's go around the other side. Did you hear that the mayor's cat is missing? The whole town is on the lookout for him in time for the festival. Yeah, I presume the mayor's cat is the one that follows me around everywhere. Play a bit of football. To be honest, if I had to wear that hat, I'd go missing. Yeah, I probably would too, to be honest. Why have I come so far out and getting distracted again? I blame the message. Right. So I presume where it's like the blue circle, the red circle or whatever, you have to do the whole of it. So I don't think it's actually flashed up yet. So it's broken it down into circles. Broken it down into bits, but it's large bits. That is my guess. We will see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. This does look like a fun slide, I'm not gonna lie. Nice bumpy one. Do you find that like you go too far off a slide, like you don't stop at the bottom, you just keep going and end up scraping your bottom on the floor? Or is that just me? Like, remember I took my goddaughter on a slide when she was a baby and we literally just flew straight off onto the floor. She was in my lap and she was unharmed, which is the main thing. It wasn't even like, how do you call it? A steep slide, long slide. It was only a little one. Little like, kind of like this. Like the, what do you call it? The bendiness, but not so tall. It was more like a wide slide that you had to go up like it's probably about 5 steps. So it weren't big at all, but we still went flying off it. Well, I went flying off it with her on my lap. She found it hilarious, which is the main thing. And that's that panel done. Look at that. How does one thing get so dirty? No wonder the kids were getting ill from this. I think if I went to take my kid to a park and I walked into a park like this, I would turn around. I'm going to apologise now that if you do hear the steam train in this video, I do apologise. We've got a festival at our local race course this weekend, so I'm sure it's going to be really busy. Just backwards and forwards, disturbing my video as it goes. Even with the windows and everything shut, you still hear it. So I do apologise. But there's not a lot one can do about it, I'm afraid. It runs from the behind my house, so I will try and edit it out if I can. Let's have a look at the ceiling. Okay, let's back it up a bit. I don't think there's a lot more I can do in here, so I'm going to come out. Let's get around here as much as I can reach, which isn't a lot. Okay, it's got a little table and chairs. It's quite cute. I think this job's going to be tedious with the ladder. I'm going to have to move it around a lot, I think. Try and get as much of this floor clean as I can while I'm here. So we're 28% done now. Okay, so that yellow section of the floor's done. So that's good, that's one part of the floor done. Just a lot more to go. But I do love it when you can start seeing like the difference, the progress. I don't think I've got much of the slide left to do. I might have to go underneath it, but we'll make our way there. Just clean this floor around the area I'm at, what I can reach of it. I'm gonna have to go close for those seats. I'm gonna get down, get all underneath the slide, and it should be done soon. I would have thought. It hasn't flashed yet. Get all under these seats while I'm down here. Let's see if I got any of the slide left to do. Okay, yeah, I got a bit. That is why it hasn't flashed. See this side? This side's not as bad. How far into this can I get? It may be more towards the top I've got to do, but we'll see once I get up there if it goes. Let's try and get in here. A bit close there, aren't I? Yeah, a bit too close. I think that's all I can do on the floor for this bit, to be fair, so I'm going to try and just jump back up. That's the chairs done. Let's back it up a bit. 33% done. I think I'm going to have to go down, yeah. Go down into this bit. There we go. Back up. Am I all the way up? I think I am. As far up as I can get anyway, I believe. I think I'm going to have to go on top of the roofs as well. Let's try and get the underneath done for now. Let's go forward a bit. Go around. Yeah, I think the slide isn't done, so I'm going to have to do some of it inside. No, that's just where my water's been, isn't it? I think I'm going to have to just go around and worry about the top bits in a minute. Yeah, because I'm going to have to do the other side of these. Like, you can see all the dirt on the other side. Slowly but surely we're getting there. You can definitely see the progress coming along. I think this yellow floor should be done soon. I might have to go inside this little bit to finish it off. I think I can move on from this section. I've done as much as I can. Let's try and get this blue circle done. See if it lights up. Let's have a look. I think maybe the floor is the bit I'm going to have to go around and do after. Maybe. We will see. I might end up getting my cleaner out for the floor. When I come to like a big area that's just the floor. I get my trusty cleaner out. I call it trusty cleaner, it's not actually that trustable. Trustable? I don't think that's a word. Reliable. That's the word, isn't it? Reliable. Not trustable. So we're nearly halfway. Well, I say nearly, we're quite a little bit off halfway. We've still got a bit of way to go before I'm halfway. Howdy, Dirt Finder. Put everything on hold. My golf buggy's soiled. My golf buggy is soiled like you wouldn't believe. Oh, I can believe how soiled it is. Doc, you gave your details to a colleague who needs a hand with a new place in the suburbs. It's Old D. Deaf? Oh, missed it. Sorry, mate. Didn't give me enough time to read it. But I did say, like, once I got onto the park, because it was my last job, that they will all start coming in now. So I think they give you, like, 3 jobs at a time. And then they wait for you to do it, and then give you more. That's the conclusion I come with at the moment. Right, let's have a little walk around. Yeah, that's the blue circle done. I have gone a bit off key here. I was on the climbing frame and I've just decided to come and do over here. But it's all going to have to be done, so might as well do it while I'm here. Let's move around a bit. It's telling me I have to pick something up. What am I meant to pick up? Can I pick that ladder up or something? Okay, that's that circle done. So we're now 45% done, which is good. We're getting close to that halfway mark. Just doing the bits I can reach. I'm not going to worry too much about the roundabout. Just going to do the areas I can reach for now. And it saves me a little time when I come back to it. Okay, that roundabout is dirty, isn't it? Look at that colour difference. Mrs. H, you're spending too much time on that now. And she's back on the roundabout. Right guys, that's a wrap for this episode. Come back for part 2 tomorrow while we finish off cleaning the park. Goodbye.